What's up, YouTube? I don't know if that was a better King Cobra impression, probably wasn't, but that's how we're starting the video. So, I decided that I would want to talk about some Christian. And I know, maybe I should stick in my own lane and talk about Gothic King Cobra. Cobra. That's the real way you say it. That's the educated way in which you say it. It's gotta have that accent. Cobra. But yeah, I decided, you know what? Christian's the OG. I've actually wanted to talk about Christian, but like with Onision, I thought, you know what? Enough people have done it. It's basically become this really fucking weird meme shit, and I don't even know if I can really benefit a lot to it. But then I saw these tweets, and all I wanted to do was read them to you. I wanted to read you these spicy meta tweet balls. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this video. I can tell you I am not drunk, sadly, because I need to work tomorrow, so I can't get drunk, unfortunately. But yeah, what I have decided is I am going to get in on some of that sweet Christian revenue. So without further ado, let's read some of his goddamn tweets. Worst week ever to my mind, body, and emotions. And no, I don't know what I'm doing with this voice. I'm just doing a voice that I'm not going to be able to sound like Christian, so this is what I'm doing. Blocked by more of those I liked and appreciated. Well, he says like. So apparently he still likes them, but apparently he no longer appreciates them. And no, I'm not going to address him as a she, because like Dylan Thomas, I believe that he does not understand transgenderism enough to actually identify as someone who's transgender. So yeah, I am just going to call him a he. If that makes you mad, if that makes you offended, what the fuck ever, dislike the video if you feel like it. I won't really cry over it. But yeah, moving on, I am not going to cry. Oh, neither is he. He's not going to cry either. Or have a tantrum, even though, to be honest, he probably was crying, stomping his feet around, having a tantrum the entire time he was tweeting these tweets. Just more apologies to issue. At least he's apologizing. Not apologizing because he should be. He's apologizing because it's just gotten to be too much. He just doesn't want to be blocked anymore. You meanie trolls. Oh shit. Spoiling. It's not like you can already see that shit. No, I've got it hidden in my imaginary world, because like Chris, I believe in imaginary worlds and the fusing of imaginary worlds. Okay, let's get back to this. If I did not have the greater destiny and all, I would probably just die from all of the rejection. I don't know if he means like he'd kill himself, or he would literally die from rejection. Like he would keel over from rejection. Like some mother who gave birth and died during the birthing process. Or somebody who dies from like, what is it, depression or whatever? Stress, whatever the fuck. Correct me in the comments if you feel like, or just call me a dumbass. You can be constructive or you can be destructive. Really, either way works. I like seeing the comments. It means I know that quite a bit of you watched my video, and I care more about that than I do about being liked. I don't know if that's a good way to go into this, but I just want your views, Mommy, Daddy. I hate being rejected too. That's all I've felt my entire goddamn life. Okay, let's continue. I'll try and not take as many pauses now. Even more shocking, my neighbor across the street from me shouted angrily at me, blaming me for his child questioning their gender identity. This happened Thursday. More stress and anxiety on top of all the other chaos and drama. How do you think I am feeling, you bad trolls? See? You got that meanie troll thing in there. But, okay. I'm going to stop and say that I do not agree with the father blaming Chris for his child questioning their gender. That's a little bit fucked up. I do think Chris deserves most of what has come to him. But in that case, I don't even know if this has anything to do with Chris. Unless Chris was being weird and telling a kid about how free he feels because he turned into a different gender. He turned into a different gender. He digivolved. He evolved. I think he's more a Pokemon fan. I mean, look at his main character, who is indeed a Pikachu ripoff. But yeah, so I do think that's fucked up. I think it's fucked up that the father blamed him, especially since you should at least be accepting of your children. Like, if you gotta really, rein in the ropes, that kind of shit, cool. Fucking discipline your children. Make sure they don't turn into what Christian turned into. But as we know, Christian's parents are part of the reason he turned out this way. It's kind of like incels and how they'll have like that one parent who is totally cool with the really weird, creepy shit they do and just, makes them even worse because the parent doesn't like punish them for that shit. That's basically Christian's parents. I'll probably have like a bunch of links down to videos you can watch that'll go more in depth on this shit if you're not a Christorian. I'm not a Christorian. I've been watching a lot of videos on him recently because you can't escape Christian for very long. Christian will always come back into your life like some terrible thing that you would use in a metaphor that expresses complete dread. Like that other meme, Slenderman. But going on, how do you all, each and every one of you, think I am feeling? I'm not asking for sympathy or pity. Go on about your lives. Emmanuel, please get my body to C-197 now. This 12-18 world is becoming all too much for me. Soul and mind/body. It's also becoming too much that people constantly shit on my grammar because, well, they deserve to. My grammar's fucking hideous. Look at this shit. Soul and mind/body. If I was a normal fucking person, I would have put soul, comma, mind, and body, and nobody would shit on me for it. I'm very mean in this video. I don't think I've been this mean to King Cobra, to be honest. I don't even think I've been this mean to Quentin. Jesus. But yeah, this entire thing, the dimensional merge shit is kind of fucked up, to be honest, that somebody would feed Chris all this really twisted shit and make him believe even more in his delusions. Because at the end of the day, you're making Chris worse. You're making sure basically that Chris will die psychotic, probably starving, probably just, fucking unable to take care of himself. He'll probably live a little past Barb, as many people have pointed out, and at that point, he's fucked. Barb is fucked if he dies before her, to be honest. It's just, a shitty situation, but it's hard to feel sympathy because, yeah, even though people like the idea guy go way too fucking far with their trolling, you got shit like Chris claiming that his dog killed his cat, and then you've also got his cat dying like 2 days later. Reminder that he took 3 kittens away from their mother. Chris has like no fucking morals. Chris burned down his fucking house. Chris groped a bunch of women at a fucking con. Okay, correction. I don't know why I thought he groped a bunch of women. I guess that was the first thing that came to mind. It had been for fucking ever since I even heard of the Too Many Games thing. So I forgot that it was mostly just him like kissing people. And apparently, as far as I could tell, it was mostly guys, if not guys and women pretty much equally. Basically, as far as I can tell, the idea guy had manipulated him into kissing fans because he thought he was bisexual. Or the idea guy had made him think he was bisexual. So that's my bad on that one. Like, Chris creeped on Doopy from fucking Planet Dolan. As much as maybe I want to feel sorry for him, there's nothing there. I'm never going to be a Christian White Knight. I never was to begin with. I was basically the one who started my Christorian friends on actually watching Chris. And, I could have never imagined where this has gone. Because back in the day, it was cringy as fuck. It's gone kind of really fucking depressing and just terrible to watch at times. But at the same time, it's like a really bloody fucking car crash. You just cannot look away. And this is brilliant. It's brilliant for all the wrong reasons, but it's comedy gold, and I love everything about it, because you've got Chris going, I'm not asking for sympathy or pity. Go on about your lives. Really? Worst week ever to my mind, body, and emotions. Blocked by more of those I like and appreciated. That's asking for sympathy, Chris. This entire thing you did right here, that is asking for sympathy. The way you worded it, the way you said it, all that shit. It's asking for sympathy. It's trying to manipulate people's emotions so they feel bad for you. You do not deserve their sympathy. You do not deserve any of that. No matter how much you try and reverse psychology them, you're not going to make it work. And a little shout out to the people following Chris that have popped up. Fucking Alpha Bruva. God damn it, am I saying that right? Bruva Alpha Buza follows Chris, makes hilarious fucking Warhammer videos. He's basically what got me into Warhammer, because my friend introduced me to him. Oh shit, it changed a little bit. My actual friend is listed on here. Fucking Sriracha follows him apparently. Wang. Jesus fucking Christ. Clems, the Final Fantasy, like, Dragon Guard Near guy follows him. Fucking Count Dankula. And Baptism on Fire. Jesus Christ. This is fucking kind of awesome. But yeah, I've had my fun. Parents, discipline your children. Do not let them get away with incel type bullshit or just this kind of bullshit. Don't be terrible people and make your children think that they got, I think, like, sexually molested by a game store owner or some shit. Somebody correct me on that, because all I know is Chris Chan's parents are fucking awful. And just, God fucking damn it. Just make sure your children do not turn out like Christian or Elliot Rodger. It is that easy. If you fail, you have no one to blame but your shitty parenting. So, with that said, this is Mad Silence signing out.